thought I'd put together some concept clips for some of the animation techniques that we could apply. I'd like to stress these are experiments. It's not necessarily something that you're going to want. However, starting with the original Google Earth recording, this is quite quick, quite basic. Once the roots are joined up, it's easy enough to get this altitude chart up, drag the mouse from one side to another, and the arrow automatically follows it. That's really quite simple. A bit of rendering, bit of editing. Next thought was, can I cover the arrow with a hiker icon? And yes, it's possible to do within the video editor using animation point to point. A little fiddly to do is you've got to draw each point and go back and add animation. An easier way to do it is to do it within PowerPoint. The beauty of that is I can use the existing maps and I can draw this path in very, very quickly. So having found an icon, I can use that quite fast. I looked for and eventually found a little walking man, but he had a white border, so I put an orange box around him as a quick and dirty fix. Then I thought, can I get rid of that background? And yes, I did, unsuccessfully at first because his legs are wrong, but the principle works. So I wanted to take that a stage further and say, well, can I get him as a different little walking man? So I wanted an orange walking man. That particular type of style I like, I think it's fun, might not appeal to you personally. Now, next stage was obviously, can I get his white background off? And yes, it actually needs a wee bit of polishing, but once he's created, it's easy to drop him into an animation path. Next stage was, could I embellish it with some other icons? Walker arrives in a bus, walks to the end of the route, goes back again, gets back on the bus, goes back to Kathmandu. And the bus could equally be an aeroplane, and we can take the white border off that too. Then combine that with the original video, so we're using the Google Earth animation of the altitude chart, but it's the wrong chart, it's just a concept, remember. I would get that matching. So yes, that's possible. And then the next thing was, well, how about using the Excel charts, because we've got much more options with the Excel charts to change fonts, colours, styles, the graph colours, etc. So we could in fact put the two halves back together again quite easily. Now I don't know if any of that appeals to you. They don't take that hell of a long to do, but I was curious to see where we could go with it.